I don't know whether you realise it, but we are in the kingdom at this moment of time for such a time as this. It was spoken of Queen Esther for her time, and we will look back at the time that we're in heaven and think, well, we were in the kingdom for such a time as this, leading up to the rapture. The rapture will be the next thing on the prophetic calendar, and after that will be the tribulation, and after that will be the second coming. Matthew was an eyewitness. He was a disciple. He was actually present when Christ was asked about his second coming. The people around Christ, the disciples, said, when will all this take place? When will be the sign of you coming again and the consummation of the age? Remember, it's not the consummation of the end of the world, it's the end of the age, the church age. Matthew accurately recorded Christ's response. He answered them, be careful that no one misleads you, deceives you, and leads you into error. Many will come in my name, saying, I'm the Christ, and they will lead many astray. That's the main point, deception. You will also hear of wars and rumours of wars. See that you're not frightened or troubled. This must take place. The end is not yet. Nation will rise up against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and earthquakes in place after place. All this is the beginning, the early pains, the birth pangs of the intolerable anguish, referring to the tribulation. That's Matthew 24, 3-8 from the Amplified Classic. Jesus compared the end of the church age to a woman in labour. As her uterus contracts, she experiences pains, which become more and more frequent and more intense as the moment of birth approaches. That's what we're witnessing in our world today. As the time of Christ's return is approaching, then the birth pangs are getting stronger. As I write this, Israel is in a war with Iran. We're all aware of it. Iran wants to wipe Israel off the map. Most Christians, if you ask them about the end times and the end of the age, they'll say, well, wars and rumours of wars. Well, look at the world. But what they overlook is how Matthew underlined and highlighted the widespread deception in the world that would cloud people's minds as they believed in false doctrines and false Christs. This deception is present now in the world. It shows up in our families and in what becomes our accepted norms. The Apostle Paul was given deep insights into the end-time culture, the antichrist culture, and how it would manifest. Writing to his spiritual son Timothy just before he was killed by the Romans, the Apostle Paul accurately portrayed cultures that would be present today. In 2 Timothy 3, 1-5 from the Message, this is what Paul wrote. Don't be naive. There are difficult times ahead. As the end approaches, people are going to be. There's 18 points here. I won't be able to elaborate on them, but it's good to discuss each one in a group or in your own meditation. People will be self-absorbed, money-hungry, self-promoting, stuck up or proud, profane, contemptuous of parents, crude, coarse, dog eats dog, unbending, slanderers, impulsively wild, savage, cynical, treacherous, ruthless, bloated windbags, addicted to lust and allergic to God. I say 18 points there. These people make a show of religion, but behind the scenes they're animals. Stay away from them. 2 Timothy 3, 1-5. Now, I don't have the time or space on this short video to go into all those points, but each point is worthy of discussion and study. But they are summed up as Paul wrote in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 7 and 8. In the Amplified Bible, this is what Paul wrote. The mystery of lawlessness, the hidden principle of rebellion against constituted authority. That's a good resume of what's going on in the world. The hidden principle of rebellion is already at work in the world. It's only restrained until he who restrains is taken out of the way. Now, he who restrains is the church. Once the church is taken out of the way, then things are really going to get bad and the tribulation will kick in. The lawless one, the antichrist, will then be revealed. Don't try looking for the antichrist, guessing who he's going to be, because we won't know. We're taken out in the rapture before the antichrist is revealed. Lawlessness and rebellion are the characteristics of the antichrist generation. In 2 Thessalonians 2, 10 and 11, a little further down, there is unlimited seduction to evil for all who did not welcome the truth and refused to love it so they might be saved. So God sent upon them a misleading influence, a strong delusion to make them believe what is false to be true. If you're under a delusion, you believe what's false to be true. And that's what God is going to do. We must make sure that when we hear the gospel preached, we embrace the truth. We love the truth. If you're in a meeting and the pastor is, or the minister ministering the message, he's talking about come forward, rush forward, run forward and get saved. Be saved from this misleading influence. People don't like to know. They don't mind hearing, well, they don't mind hearing about wars and rumours of wars because it's somewhere the other side of the world. But they don't like to be told that the culture in which they are living is under a strong delusion. That makes them mad. They fervently believe things to be true that are false. When you point it out, they don't like it. Each living person has a chance to hear the gospel. God is just, he's fair, and he makes sure that in your life there will be an opportunity for you, if you've not already made Jesus your Saviour, there will be an opportunity to do so. Grab it with both hands. Wars and rumours of wars are today's reality, but it's less obvious to people that the majority of the culture is under a delusion. They believe things like the New Age and stuff like that. And it's a delusion. And people are unaware of it. And they embrace that. Embrace the truth. Love the truth. Don't reject the truth. Come forward and receive Jesus as your Saviour, because he is the way, the truth, and the life. Thanks for listening to me. I'll see you again soon.